All right, let's talk about IFR required equipment. If you're at this point in your training, I'm sure you've heard of tomato flames, sure you've heard of flaps. Both of those are acronyms to help you remember Part 91205. And now if you're doing IFR, you've got another one to add to that list, and it's called grab card. So starting off with G, this is our generator or our alternator. Our alternator is what we use on our Cessna 172s. Anytime that engine is running, it's spinning the alternator belt, and that supplies electricity to our instruments and also charges our battery. And then for radios, we break this down into two sections. We have navigation and communication. So comms, obviously, we got to talk to ATC, whether that's departure, approach, tower, etc. And then we have navigation. Navigation depends on what kind of flight you're trying to make. If you're trying to follow that magenta line, you got to have GPS. If you're trying to do VOR to VOR, obviously you got to have VORs. All right, and then next up is our attitude indicator. This is our primary pitch and bank instrument. So very helpful for our orientation. Same thing with the ball slip and skid coordinator, helps us maintain coordinated flight. And then C for clock. This is a very overlooked instrument for brand new IFR students. You may not know how often we use it, but we use it anytime that we're taking off a runway. Maybe we're reaching a holding fix and we have to report it to ATC, or starting a timer when we do holds. There's plenty of reasons why you need to have a clock aboard your aircraft. Then we have A for altimeter. You might be like, wait a minute, tomato flames already has altimeter in it. Well, the difference between these two is that this one has to be a sensitive altimeter. Now you may be like, what's a sensitive altimeter? It's just an altimeter that you can adjust for barometric pressure. So if you're getting your weather and you have a pressure setting and you put it in 299 you've already got a sensitive altimeter, no need to worry. And then we have R for rate of turn. Us instrument pilots, we love that 3 degrees per second. So you got to have something that shows you your rate of turn. And then we have D for directional gyro, just a fancy word for our heading indicator. So these are our 91205 required equipment for IFR.